Hello everybody, welcome back to Daytime York Region. Today we're shining the spotlight on some amazing students from a local York Region high school, St. Jean de Brebeuf. They are hosting an upcoming Retrospect photography exhibit, which is celebrating all of the work that the students have been doing for the past year. Today we have 3 of those students who are involved in the organizing committee. Andrew Ozunis is beside me. We also have Sarah Hernandez and Ruth Vellante. Thanks for coming in, guys. Great to have you.
Thanks for having us.
So we'll start with you, Andrew. This is a fantastic idea. Tell us about what you guys really wanted to do when you came up with the idea to do a retrospective.
We wanted to display and show all the work that we've worked on throughout the year. And it's going to show off all our different assignments and different things that we've done all the year.
And you've been working very hard, right?
Yes.
So this is kind of a nice chance to look back at the year and see how the different styles have changed, the work that you've done. I mean, Sarah, what have you learned this year from being in this photography class?
I've learned much more than I expected to in a high school class,
Yeah.
especially. I think a lot of people underestimate the things that we do in our photography class, and it's just incredible. You really have to see the work.
Wow. And what about you, Ruth? For you, what have you taken away from this experience?
Well, it's not just photography anymore. It's like there's so much more behind that. And yeah, like Sarah said, people really do underestimate photography because you expect to see like pictures of flowers and fluffy things like that.
Right,
but there's
right.
so much more deeper stuff that we have to struggle to show through our
portray.
pictures.
Do they
So-
teach you about that, or do they encourage that, the kind of the backstory or the
Absolutely.
meaning or the emotion behind each picture?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What kind of technology are you guys using? And have you used many different? Because we're all using our digital cameras, even our cell phones now to take pictures, but what do you use in your class? Andrew?
We use just either a DSLR or sometimes even like a phone.
Yep.
And then we'll take our pictures and then we'll go back on the computer and edit them in like Photoshop. And we just try to show more than what the average photo does.
Oh, nice. So did they teach you and train you on Photoshop so that you're able to not only take the picture, but then kind of adapt it or change it, make it better after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, so we have some pictures to show that you brought. These are great examples from some of you and from some of the other students. Did anybody take this
Yes,
picture?
I did.
Andrew, what is it?
It's an illustration. It's actually we tried to recreate a famous photo from older photographers, and it was actually based off a photo by a photographer named Julia Margaret Cameron, and it was actually a really hard photo to replicate because she would take her pictures over really long amounts of time.
Okay.
And so the subject's emotion would really come through because they would be sitting there for hours at a time.
Yeah.
And so it was really difficult to try and capture that.
Excellent. That's beautiful. We'll take a look at the next picture. Wow. Whose is this?
This is a student in our class. Her name is her name is Ingrid.
Yeah.
And this was from a shoot that we did called Fictional Reality. So basically, what the whole point of this shoot was to really show how you can take a picture and make people believe anything.
Yeah.
With photography. So in this assignment, we tried to shoot things and manipulate like our friends and family or objects to make them seem really realistic, like old documents. So if you were to leave them around, people would probably believe that that was a true animal or its
Yeah.
true habitat, right?
Oh, isn't that neat? And what is this that we're taking a look at?
It's from the same series.
Same series. Okay. That's amazing. And we'll see the next one as well. Who did this one, Ruth?
This is from a student named Isabella. This is from a series called Dream is Destiny, which is basically just exploring what we see in our dreams. It's very much like interpreted, so you don't really know exactly what's going on, but there are elements that you can interpret for yourself. So in
Right.
these series, this girl is in this dream state, and we don't really know. There's so many random elements. And
It's
that's
up
the
for
whole
you
point.
to decide, which is the beauty of the photography, right? It's interesting how a lot of these I kind of assumed it would just be one picture, but they're series, so they are stories being told through the students. What has it been like to organize this event, and what is happening at the event, Andrew?
It's been very difficult. There's so
Lot of
many
work.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many things that have to be planned and thought about, and it's gonna be fun. It's from 6 to 8:30,
Okay.
and we'll be there if anyone has questions about the photos. We'll be there to explain the story behind the pictures.
Right.
Yeah.
It's nice. It must be nice, Sarah, to have your work shown in a real venue, right?
Definitely,
It's going to be like an art exhibit for all the students and their chance to shine. What will that be like?
We had a photography show similar last year,
Okay.
and I think all of us have grown since then. So especially now with the hard work that we put into our photography, it's going to be really special for each of us.
And Ruth, who is invited to this event?
Oh, it's free to the public. Everyone can come.
It's totally open
Yep. Everything.
and free. And so we should say that we just want to recap all of the details. Retrospect is the graduating photography exhibit. It's happening on Weston Road, and the location is Velour Hall. What time is that happening, Andrew?
6 to 8:30.
6 to 8:30. Okay. And before we go, for those who are watching and interested in photography, or art in general, what would you guys say to those students who want to try it out? Maybe they've never had experience with photography. Would you encourage them to get involved?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just pull out your camera and just start shooting. It takes practice, and you just got to try.
Have you learned anything about yourselves through photography?
I would say yes. You learn about a lot of different elements and different types of art through photography, through other types of art, and you really learn what's your favorite style and what you like to do. So.
And throughout the year, as the curriculum changed, do they kind of focus on different lesson plans so that you're always learning and getting better and improving?
Yeah, but everything really intertwines and it's all like built up. So, in the beginning when we're learning about fiction and reality, we are learning about series and how to create all these things so that we can build ourselves.
Very good. Now you have a nice, lovely portfolio ready to go. Thank you so much, students, and congratulations to the graduating class at St. Jean de Brebeuf Catholic High School. We're going to take a short break, everybody. Don't forget, all of the details will be on our website after the show.